Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rainbow Fire, the Unicorn. Knows the last unicorn. I want to talk about something real quick about VR chat. Now, this is more of a video to talk about how VR chat is getting worse. And I've been seeing it by YouTube videos, by playing the game for the past four years. I think it's been 4 years I'm playing because I got my Quest 2 right around, I think 2024, I got my Quest. But like I said, my Quest, ever since like I said, VR chat is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. And the reason I want to talk about this right now is because I've been watching a lot of YouTubers that like to troll and like to, you know, basically expose bad people in the game. And there's plenty of bad people in the game. And and honestly, I'm gonna admit this right now. I did meet some weird people in VR chat. I met some crazy people in VR chat. And right now I wanted to talk about this because it's crazy. Now I'm not gonna scroll all through this, but I'm just gonna show you. Um, again, VR chat. VR chat's one of the craziest games I've ever played. There's a lot of cool people you can meet in the game. There's a lot of crazy people you can meet, and that's the thing. VR chat is one of the best games you could play to find people that you really could be in a group with. Now, the thing I've seen the most in VR chat is basically so when I first started playing VR chat, it was more like there wasn't a trolling problem. There wasn't too many problems with VR chat. But I think after those 2 years of playing VR chat, I started seeing like bad stuff happening. Now the problem is anyone can get a Quest 2 or a Quest headset or most gaming PC headsets like the Valve Index and the Vive. Those are very expensive headsets. Where anyone can get a Quest 3 or Quest 3S or Quest 2, or heck, even a freaking Quest, the Quest 1, and just get on VR chat and have fun. But the problem is, there's so many people in this game that are being stupid, and honestly, it's getting worse every year. I've been seeing this game getting worse and worse and worse every year because people don't know how to um like I said, VR chat, I think VR once the age verification crap gets laid down really hard. Because like I said, if you're verified, if you're verified, you can go to different world. You can go to the adult worlds, and you don't have to worry about uh, the younger players getting in your worlds and then pissing you guys off. You know what I mean? But the problem is, here's the problem I got with it's the freaking younger players in this game. They need to, I don't know, they need to start tracking down these players and just honestly, it's hard. It's sad to say this, but they need to start kicking them out. Plain and simple. That's what I think. That's my opinion. But if you, like I said, you need to go to Rec Room. If you're a younger player in this game, go to freaking Rec Room. Go to freaking Horizon Worlds. Don't go to VR chat. There's crazy stuff. And I'm going to admit this. I've seen more crazy stuff in VR chat than I've seen in Rec Room, that I've seen in Gorilla Tag. Well, I never played Gorilla Tag a lot because my shoulders, they hurt every time I play Gorilla Tag. But I haven't like even Horizon Worlds. I mean, that game is like VR chat, but Horizon Worlds um is different from VR chat. But the reason I love VR chat, I want VR chat to grow. I want it to grow big. And right now it's getting so big. I mean, it's getting so outrageously crazy. And the players are on here are just plain weird. And honestly, it's crazy. You already had this one idiot called Hypnosistastos, whatever her name was. She started being crazy with other players. And then you had other players like this one dude I ran into called Misty Mains. And Misty Mains, I ran into this one player called Misty Mains, and he's weird as hell. I have never ran into a VR chat player that was so freaking weird as Misty Mains. And then it turns out Misty Mains got exposed on one of the YouTubers I watch. I'm not going to mention the YouTuber's name because I wasn't getting backlash because I watch him all the time. But yeah, it's ridiculous that VR chat's getting worse. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. And honestly, I've been on VR chat for about 3 years, and it's a great platform. You meet a lot of people, but it's getting to a point where VR chat is getting toxic. And honestly, I'll admit this. There is sometimes in VR chat where I go to a world that's no one's in there, and it's very, very quiet, just me and the world, and I would sit there and tear up because I love VR chat for talking to people. I go to VR chat to talk to people when I'm sad or not. Like it's a great platform to socialize with other players, but it's so sad and so sick when there's players out there that'll do disgusting acts and cause nonsense with other players. And I've seen VR chat players that are going through a rough time and they just want to be left alone. And I actually had to stop some players from being creeps around other players. And I honestly, I stepped in and stopped them from being creeps from other players. It's just sad that VR chat's going to this path. It's getting this worse. Like I said, I might do a video, more of a longer video, talk about this because I could tell you some crazy ass stories I got in VR chat. There's some cool stories I've got in VR chat with where I've met people that were just raging, arguing, and honestly, those kind of people I bust out laughing. There was actually one time, one player was arguing with another player, and I'm just standing there in this horse avatar laughing so hard that I actually fell on the floor and my headset fell off my head because I was laughing so hard. I literally had to walk in the other room and go get a break. And the dude in the game is like, "Are you okay?" Because I was like out of breath. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just laughing." Because you're getting into a big argument for nothing. I mean, I met really funny people in this game that'll start trolling people left and right, and I just laugh. Like I've seen gamers that are good, crazy work, and honestly, that's what I'm saying. But again, VR chat's getting worse, and it's getting worse left and right. But these videos I've been watching a couple of times that VR chat is getting worse. So if you're a VR chat content creator or VR chat, what VR chat needs to do, they need to start doing some of this game where uh, they need to make it where younger players need to get off this game because it is that bad. I mean, heck, even like I said, Rec Room, Roblox, and other platforms are nothing like VR chat. And that's the thing. I want VR chat to grow, to be fun, to be great, not to be trashed on. But this is a warning. If you play VR chat, you're going to be harassed. You're going to be messed with. And that's the sad part. And if you actually suspect someone doing weird stuff to you in the game, report them. Because that's the one thing about VR chat is got to be. It's crazy that VR chat's getting worse, guys. I love VR chat together. I love VR chat a lot, and I believe that VR chat can thrive, can be a good platform to meet people and to be with people. But VRChat, you need to fix your shit. I know you did age verification crap, but that's not good enough. And you gotta give all that personal information just to be verified, and that's not right. What happened those days? Those servers get hacked, and then everyone get exposed. You know, that's the one thing that the VR chat's got to realize. But I can't really say a lot because, like I said, I grew up at a time in the '90s and the early 2000s when the internet was a beginning thing, and you gotta be careful what you do. See, back then, internet was not like this. Uh, you know, I grew up with dial-up internet, and this is all still new to me. You know. But VR chat, we all love your platform, but you need to fix your shit. You need to make it where you need to start cracking down on these bad people. I'm not gonna say what these people are because I really can't say that. And you need to crack down these people. Like honestly, I have to defend myself. Like literally, if I see people getting harassed in the game, I'm usually the one that's gonna go in and help and tell them get away from these people. Like right now, and that's the problem. It's getting worse, and I. It's just sad because I grew up with VR chat. I played VR chat. I've been playing VR chat for 3 years. It's just crazy. I get on this game to have fun. Just my favorite thing about VR chat is talking to people that I've never talked to. It's cool as hell. And I think one of my favorite things about VR, the funniest things about VR chat is exploring the worlds, meeting people. And then the other thing about it is, what I really love about it is when people get angry and raging in VR chat. You shot me, no, I shot you. No, I won, you won. And they all get mad and they start, oh my God, I hate this game. And you hear their headset fall to the floor or their controllers get thrown across the room. Oh my God. And I witnessed that. I hear people throw their controllers, their Quest controllers, and fall across the room and they break. He's like, damn it, I broke my controllers, son of a. Whatever. It's funny as shit. Like, there's sometimes I'll get recordings of people just doing that kind of stuff. But yeah. But that's the positive in VR chat. But there's some weird people in this game. You gotta be careful. Like I said, like Misty Mains and Hypnosis whoever her name was. I'm not gonna mention her name. Yeah, Hypnosis if I remember her name and all that. But yeah, guys, I might do a longer video talk about VR chat and how VR chat is getting worse. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, but again, I watch a lot of troll YouTubers trolling players in VR chat. And one of these troll YouTubers you're looking at right now is actually a YouTuber I watch, and he's really funny. He really gets under these people's skins. I just laugh. But anyway, guys, I gotta get ready. I hope you guys have a good one. But this is Rainbow Fire the Unicorn. That was the last unicorn. That was Bulb Zebra. Peace out and have a good one. Peace. VR chat content creators, if you're a VR chat player, please be careful. You don't know what's in this game. I've been playing this game for 4 years or 3 years. There's crazy people. I love all you guys. Peace out, guys, and have a good one. Just be careful. Peace.